All right, our next speakers are here to share with us how two Rotary clubs in the same community can work together. What's that? Oh, yeah, please, sorry. Sorry about that. Yeah. Don't worry. Boomers are not the only ones that have trouble remembering things. All right, everyone able to find their own seat? That's okay. Yeah, no, it happens. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce our next two speakers who represent the Muncie and the Muncie Sunrise Rotary Clubs to share with us a topic about when and how Rotary clubs in the same community can work together. So please give a big hand for Joann McKinney, president of the Muncie Rotary Club, and Scott Swingley, president of the Muncie Sunrise Rotary Club.
Are these on? Are they
Are
working?
we live? Can you hear mine? Okay.
All right, Joann, you're on the screen.
All right. I am also your District 6560 inbound coordinator for Rotary Youth Exchange, so I serve at that level as well. So I've been in my club since 2000 and finally got tapped to be the president this year. So I didn't want to be secretary, and in our club, you have to be secretary first. So I avoided that for years, and here I am. So anyway, my co-presidente.
All right, my name is Scott Swingley. I've been in the Sunrise Rotary Club for 4 years. It'll be 4 years in July. So as soon as they could get me to not say no, they promoted me to president.
He's not as mean as I was.
Yeah, and I'm very glad. That's my lovely wife, Jennifer, up there as well. I found out, though, after I joined the club, people had told me that I had been a Rotarian for years and years. I had just not been paying the membership dues because I've been doing things in my community my whole life. So look for those people that are out there doing things and invite them. All right, back to you.
All right. Yep, going the wrong way. Sorry, folks. I'm new at this. Can you tell? There we go. So we've been working together on a lot of different things. Today we're going to talk to you about how our two clubs serve our community and how we're stronger together. And I think it's very interesting that this year's theme is Unite for Good, right? So it seemed very fitting for us to talk about this. We have two clubs in our community, as we talked about,
So our club meets on Friday mornings at 7 o'clock. We're the early crew, the Sunrise. And we kick our weekend off Friday morning. We're a fun bunch. And we have about 49 members. And we have about half participation that shows up every Friday.
We are a community of about 60,000 people, about 120 in the county. And we started the club, we were one of the originals back in the early 1900s, and then launched their club later on in, I don't know, the 90s, I think.
We're 30 years, right? 31
Yeah.
years ago?
So from all that time, we were the lunch club. We also have about 62 members and probably about 25 that regularly attend. So you can see, we're not as size we used to be, and we started talking to each other. We have different schedules, so we appeal to different people. We have different demographics that also come to our clubs, but we do have a shared mission, and our mission is obviously service in our community.
Yeah, so one of the things that make our partnership work so well is that we don't compete for the members. When we introduce ourselves and we talk about Rotary and about what our clubs do, we find out which club they would fit with best. Maybe they work better going to a noon on Tuesday, or maybe they're a morning person and come to us. So we don't compete on the membership, on where they end up. We do compete with our clubs, though, once they're in there. So.
Yes, and Brian mentioned earlier, too, that there shouldn't be the competition. There are ways for us to work together, and because some people are morning people, some people are lunch people, some people work, early or late. I know some people have jobs that wouldn't allow them to get out at lunch. So these are opportunities to find a good Rotarian. We send each other leads all the time. We'll do a group event and find somebody who wants to be a Rotarian, and we'll shuttle them to the other club if it fits their schedule better. So it increases for us our volunteer base. We get a lot more ideas and shared leadership. Some of the things Brian was talking about earlier too, it all fits together. The more people you have, the stronger you are, the more power you have. So it makes sense to share the goods. And then the financial capacity. For me, it started years ago with Rotary Youth Exchange. Because our club was doing Rotary Youth Exchange and the expenses started getting higher and higher, and then the need for host families. In our world, we try and get 3 host families throughout the year, and to try and find 3 families who are willing to bring an exchange student into their home makes it real challenging if the other club is trying to do the same thing. So that's really kind of where we started a lot of collaboration, was youth exchange, and that's kind of where my heart is. And we started to have this cross-population in our committee between the 2 clubs. And so we help each other out. And in fact, I've hosted like 8 times in my house, and Scott hosted for the first time this year.
Yeah, so Rotary Youth Exchange has been a great partnership. We advertise it every week at our club. I know they do the same. We've had many host families come out of our club as well as they have theirs. And we have the kids join our club once a month. We love having them, hearing the stories, and it's just been a great experience.
They do complain, though, in the district because the other students only have to go to 1 club meeting a month, and ours has to go to 2. So that's the only downside for them. But it does help with the expense side for us as well. Because it's expensive, we have to give them a stipend every month. We cover a cell phone, and then we have expenses with Central States Rotary. So doing that together makes it work for both of our clubs and our community.
Yeah, what's the next slide? Do we have any pictures for the Rotary Park?
So these are some of the things we do together, shared projects. So exchange student, we do a gateway cleanup, Rotary Park, County Fair fundraiser, and Viva Awards. So we're going to show you some pictures from those.
Hopefully.
There we go. We just talked about that. Moving on. Just some pictures from our exchange student. We have a student from Hungary this year in Muncie, and it's been really interesting talking to him the last 2 weeks about what's happening back home. He wasn't able to vote. He's only 17 because I asked him if he could have taken an absentee ballot or something, and he couldn't have, but he and his family are thrilled.
We were host for Andras. We were the arrival family when he came in August of last year, and we had him up until right around Thanksgiving. One of the neat things about this particular exchange is his parents hosted a family from Maine, hosted a child from Maine. And so on fall break, we took Andras on vacation, and we drove up to Maine to the little restaurant that student's family owned, and we got to meet her family, and we did a FaceTime call because they're, Gen Zers? Mm-hmm. So that was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to connect the world clear across that way.
And last fall, my husband and I attended our German daughter's wedding in Belgium. So these are, again, connections we make around the world. I was sitting at the Rotary conference in Singapore at a table, and I met a lady from India. And I just, it's a small country, right? Not a lot of people. And out of the blue, I just say, well, do you happen to know Muncie from Gujarat? And she's like, I helped arrange her exchange, and I'm arranging her brother's next week. I'm meeting with her parents. So Muncie came to Muncie, and I met a person in Singapore who knew her. So these are kind of the way the connections go.
Yeah, Rotary is everywhere. It is everywhere. So this is a peace pole that we put up at our Rotary Park. The Rotary Park is one of our joint ventures. I don't know how many years that's been. We've been doing that together. But once a month, in the spring and summer months, we go out, we clean the park up. We've applied for a district grant. The district is going to help us with a match to make improvements to the park this year. And that was a photo of the, it's gone now, but that was a photo of the peace pole that when we became a peace club that our former president, Valerie, pushed for, and Jennifer Dale. And we had all of the youth exchange students in the district come and when we installed that.
And
So-
even a couple from the Northern District. So we do their orientation in Muncie, so it just made a lot of sense for us. And for them to see a project that Rotary participates in, and to make them do a community service project so they understand the service above self aspect of Rotary while they're with us for their Rotary year. So we use that year to Rotarize them a little bit, and we hope that they go home to their countries and have a better understanding of how Rotary works for us.
So one thing I want to talk about is this gateway cleanup, which is one of our newest joint efforts that we do in Muncie. So me and my wife live 1.5 miles from this little Mexican restaurant, and we walk along this sidewalk, and we see all this trash along the highway. And I think somebody should clean that up. Well, I'm Rotary. I'm thinking we should be cleaning that up. So the following week, we were at Pets together, and I'm mentioning that to Joann, that there's all this trash, we should do something. And she's like, well, I know the city department. We've got connections through them, through the Noon Club. So we have partnered for a Muncie Gateway cleanup as you're coming in from the west side of Muncie, right along 332. Every spring, middle of April, we meet on a Saturday, and we clean up all this trash that's blown all winter long right there in front of Walmart. So this year, I went to the Walmart store manager after we had cleaned up, asked her if she had seen a difference out there, and she goes, yes, that's great. And she said, and by the way, Walmart has volunteer days. She says, when you do that next year, make sure you let us know ahead of time what day that is. I'll send you employees, and we'll make a donation to your organization.
Awesome.
So it's going to grow,
That's
and
how it
maybe
works.
we can get some Rotary members through that.
And
So-
that was us brainstorming at Pets, now Pels. We just got together. We didn't know each other. We knew we were
didn't.
incoming presidents, and we had a conversation about the eclipse. So we were told as a community to expect 200,000 people coming to Muncie, and our gateway looked awful. And we were about 2 weeks out from
Yeah, right
that, and
before
we
it.
thought, we cannot have all these people coming to Muncie and having that as their first impression. So that's what we are. We're people of action, right?
Yep. So we just had the ideas, and together we were able to make it work, and now it keeps going, and this was our 3rd year. And
So here's some
There's-
pictures. The gentleman, the taller guy here, he's actually in his 80s, and he's one of our club members, and there he is out there, and that's what I tell all the younger ones. Hey, if he can do it, Jim can do it, you can surely get out here and help on cleanup day.
so, and Jim, his wife Linda, is in our Sunrise Club. Jim is in the Noon Club, and we get to see Jim about every week at our club as well. So we
Yeah, he
love
comes.
him.
And my husband's actually in the Sunrise Club, so there's a lot of cross-pollination that goes on. I told my husband when he wanted to get in Rotary, he could not join my club. So I said, you'll have to go somewhere else, buddy. Just kidding. He likes mornings better anyway. So those are some of the pictures from our gang. And then this is from one of the park cleanups when we had the students with us. And again, there's a shelter there. There's a linear trail that runs through there. It's a Rails to Trails project in Muncie, and this is a park that's along the way. It's so much fun when you go for a cleanup day because the bicyclists that are coming through, they will thank us when they see us out there picking up trash and painting and doing things like that. So again, it's a community awareness. This is Rotary's Park, and we take care of it.
And then another project that I haven't even let her know that we're going to recruit them to help with.
See how he is? He just did this publicly, so I'm
yeah,
obligated.
so we work with Muncie Clean and Beautiful on our gateway cleanup. And there is a lot of graffiti that's painted on a bridge right along that walkway. And I talked to them at our last gateway cleanup. It says we need to do something about that. So they're going to work with us so that in June of this year, we're going to cover all that graffiti either with a mural or just gray paint. And I haven't asked the Noon Club to participate yet, but I'm sure they will
Sounds good to me. We'll get on it.
now that I made it public.
And that's just volunteers every month that come out and keep it all going together. Some of the other things we do for community improvement projects, we do the Delaware County Fair Gate. So we take the money at the fair, we partner with a club team each night or a sports team, and we have an opportunity to get to know the high school students. And then at the end of the week when we get paid, we give them the money that we collected, plus an additional amount from our clubs. So they're able to partner with us. We meet some students. They get to hear about Rotary, and it's really fun just to talk to your fellow Rotarians.
And that was a project that initiated, of course, like she just mentioned, with Dale Basham there at the bottom corner. He leads that charge, and then we send volunteers over to that to fill up the gates that week. And we've had Ryan out there. He's been out there collecting money. And Stephanie.
And our mayor, our mayor's in our club, and he was out there. So we just kind of have fun with that one. If the weather's, see, there they are, taking the money.
Yeah, the Sunrise likes the money.
Then we do another program. It originated with the Muncie Noon Club called the Very Important Volunteer Awards, and honors local volunteers, community service, and that's what we did this week. And we were lucky to have Lance with us. Thank you, Lance, for coming. Appreciate that. And Brian, of course, was with us again, second year in a row, so it's nice to be able to share that. But again, it allows us to recognize volunteers in the community and give them a chance to be, a little puffed up about what they do for us to make it a better place. So these are some photos.
Our two clubs partner together to give away these Viva Awards, very important volunteer awards. And we start meeting back in December, 1st of January. We have committees, equal parts of the club. Their club and our club, we nominate the volunteers, find them, and then have a big banquet and celebrate all things Rotary that day.
And, you're getting to know people from the other club that you wouldn't have known otherwise. And a lot of Rotary is about networking. And this is an opportunity for people to get to know each other that never would have otherwise.
And all those volunteers are about service above self. And then
there's Ryan in his hair. I'm sorry, I don't know who that guy is over there.
Wow.
So our advice to you is to start small. If there are two clubs in your community, there's no need to compete. Work together. Find some things to work together on. And build your trust first. Start small. Find your complementary strengths. You have different people with different connections in each club and different folks that can help. We have one gal in our club who's one heck of a sponsorship raiser. So we put her on it.
Yes. Both of our clubs, we each have different gifts, different ideas that we have, and we all collaborate together, and it just makes Rotary stronger in the city of Muncie. With our community focus, by having two clubs, we also have a huge social media presence because Valerie is posting all the time something for Sunrise Rotary, and I don't know if it's Matt Howell or if it's you. So all over social media, people in Delaware County and East Central Indiana are hearing about Rotary daily. So make sure you continue to do that.
So our theme, basically, unite for good, and the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. So any questions?
Yes.
Rotary volunteers or, I'm loudmouth, other people in the community?
Community.
Any volunteer in the community. We have what's called Muncie on the Move, which is a breakfast every other month, and we advertise that the Viva Award banquet's coming up. We ask people to make nominations of anyone in the community that volunteers. We give away 4 individual awards, an organizational award, and then a Lifetime Achievement Award.
And the Lifetime Achievement Award winner this year was actually someone from our club. But it wasn't just because of her Rotary work. It was a lot of other community work that she had done. Any other questions?
Yes.
We have 62 in our club.
We're at 49.
But we both have about 20 to 25 people that are really active, honestly.
Yeah, so it's about 50% of our club that's actually doing all of the physical work and promoting.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for your time and attention.